Hey guys, it's your girl Nicole, and I am coming to you today. I am fresh off of a signing. I had a couple of signings today after work, and one of them was actually a commercial property. And the property, the gentleman selling the property informed me that he does like 5 or 6 signings a week, and that he was more than happy to give me a call whenever he was doing them here in Virginia. So y'all, I snatched that business. I'm excited about that. Very, very happy, thankful that's going to be a thing here going forward. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of staying in the loop. This business requires you to understand things that are bigger than you. You guys know that I am always about, kind of doing things the right way and understanding why you're doing something so that it means more to you than just kind of the old okey doke. Though some of you guys are out here, you're doing it as a side hustle. I hate that term, especially when it comes to this business, because a hustle is something that you leave behind. It's not a job, really. It's not your career. It's something you're doing just for now. And I realize that notarial work may be that way for some people, but the reality of the situation is notarial work can follow you for a very long time. So after you give it up, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's giving you up. So just be aware of that the commitment you're making with starting a notarial business is long-term, regardless of whether you stop or not. If your signature goes on legal documents, you will be accountable, or you can be accountable. So that's something that I really, want people to understand. I was in a couple of sessions over the last week. I've heard it 3 or 4 times over the last week that e&oInsurance is all you need. I'm going to tell you why that's not the case, and I'm going to tell you because I had to learn it too. So e&oInsurance is for errors and omissions. By definition, it is for the things that you forget and mess up in your notarial work. But it is for your notarial work. Those of us who are out here who are signing agents, e&oInsurance doesn't cover those other forms that you're signing. You are a signing agent when you sign those forms. Those are not notarial acts. Unless you are stamping your stamp on something, that's not a notarial act. It's the act of a signing agent. And so a signing agent's insurance is different. And I didn't know this. So I had heard rumors about it, and that one of the websites, I think it was 123 Notary, had some information up on their website. But I don't play, I'm not always on the different forums of things. So I wasn't sure. When I became sure was when I actually read what the NNA put out. And this is what really my video today is about, is to read the information that comes to you. If you're a member of the NNA provides documentation to you on a weekly basis. Every Monday, you get something in your mailbox that says, hey, here's how you can support your notary business today. Here's some new things you could have learned. It's called the NNA Bullet, it's called the Notary Bulletin. I don't know where NNA Bullet came from. It's called the Notary Bulletin by the NNA. But what you may not know is that even if you're not a member, you still have access to the information that's on there. So you may not get it in an email blast because they don't have your email address because you're not a member, but you still have access to it. So today I want to show you kind of how you can use the NNA site to get to some really good information, okay? So I'm gonna switch and show you my screen, I think. And maybe, all right, well, so yeah. So this is the NNA website. And if you're on here, then you know, I mean, obviously it's nationalnotary.org. And this is what it usually looks like when you come here. Okay, so all you have to do is come over to the Knowledge Center, or actually, yeah, the Knowledge Center. Go to the Knowledge Center and go to News and Information. And right here on the right left-hand side, you'll see the Notary Bulletin as well as the National Notary Magazine. So we're going to start here with the National Notary Magazine. This is kind of cool. There seems to be periodical releases of the National Notary magazine that you can not only select, but you can also click on and cruise through. So this is kind of cool. Like, this is actually my first time seeing this too. I have not seen this, and I have not received a copy of this either, but this is good. This is like good information just to, you know, have it at your fingertips and keep in touch with great news. This is the 2020 Notary of the Year. Go, Mr. Allen. He has a great course on the NNA site. I've seen him talk before, I believe. Wanda Moore, I've heard her name before. Actually, I've heard her talk as well. But, you know, you can stay in touch with little things like tips during your hotline call, what to do after your hotline call, any other hotline considerations. So that's just kind of teaching you how to use the hotline. And best practices. Should notaries accept tips and gratuities? The safest course is to avoid accepting tips. So for those of you guys out there who, you know, your customers are giving you these extraordinary tips and things, that can be construed as bribery. So go ahead and read the article, but I've already read this one. But it can be construed as a form of bribery. So just be careful that when you are accepting your tips, you're still maintaining that line of decency, I guess, is a way to say that. So this is good because there's a whole Q&A down here. I might probably do videos on all these Q&As as time goes on. Okay, so that's not what I wanted to show you, but this is good info. I usually print stuff out like this out just so I have it. So I'm going to close that. Again, you get there by going to the NNA and then coming over to Knowledge Center and hitting News and Information. Where I wanted to take you today is really the Notary Bulletin. So the Notary Bulletin, again, I get this in my mail every Monday. There seem to be updates to it regularly. And it has great little articles in here written by NNA staff and by others who are contributing to kind of the notarial world. But there's always great little articles down here. Today, I wanted to come all the way down here back to November 6th. This is where I found the information on what e&oInsurance covers and what it doesn't. So let's go ahead and take a look at this article. It's called the National Notary Feature Article, Filling the Gap, What e&oInsurance Will Cover and What It Won't. So it starts off by talking about e&oInsurance. So let's talk about, first of all, let's look at this. It's not the notary's job to make sure documents are sent in a timely manner. That's great, but we all know that we are held accountable for sending documents in a timely manner, right? At the end of the day, the main duty of a notary is to identify a signer. True. Anything that stems from a non-notarial duty, like putting FedEx in the mail in a timely manner, is outside the scope of a notary E&O policy. It is not the notary's job to make sure documents are sent in a timely manner. That's the signing agent's job. So just think about that for a second. You are both the notary and the signing agent, but what this is saying is that the E&O is not covering that act. You may be acting like a signing agent, but the E&O is only covering your notarial work. In fact, the language in a standard E&O policy will be very clear about what is covered. In one example, the policy states that the insurance company will pay under the following conditions: breach of duty while acting as a duly commissioned and sworn notary public arising out of the performance of notarial services for others in the insured's capacity as a notary. It's important to read your policy. So I'm a notary. I have like $100,000 worth of insurance. Are you telling me that it doesn't cover anything? What does it cover? Well, it covers your acts as a notary. And they cited several instances where the coverage was denied because the notary was performing tasks as a signing agent, not in their regular notarial tasks. So it goes on to list out like all of these different things, all of these different instances: New York, California, Illinois, Michigan, where notaries were performing signing agent tasks, but there was not coverage for that kind of activity in their E&O policy. Things like missing checks, things like delayed payment or delayed delivery packages, so FedEx, UPS. Other things like a payoff letter and the payoff check being sent to the wrong company. So if you're a signing agent and you're handling like 10 orders a day and you don't put the right labels on the right packages, and packages get sent to a different lender, a different escrow company than what they should, then you're on the line for both of those packages, and those values can really add up. So 3 things to remember about your E&O insurance. 1, E&O insurance only covers acts as a notary. It does not cover non-notary tasks performed by signing agents, such as mailing closing checks or delivering completed loan packages. Review your insurance. Number 2, review your insurance policy so you know exactly what coverage you have and what areas aren't covered. If you think you need additional coverage, contact a qualified insurance broker for assistance. How to mitigate risks. Wow. How to mitigate risks. All mobile notary work involves risks. NSAs are driving at all hours of the night and the day without resources of a home, office, or additional staff members who can help out in a pinch by printing or mailing hefty loan packages and other tasks. They also handle a huge variety of documents and paperwork, and it's easy enough to lose something or mail it late. To top it off, their mistakes as independent contractors are not covered by the company who hires them, such as the title or lending company. Whoa. Read that again. Your mistakes as independent contractors are not usually covered by the company who hires you, like your title or your lending company. In fact, the title company may come after you for damages in order to minimize their own liability. Notary E&O insurance is not the only product on the market to protect notaries. One product is literally called a signing agent policy. It will pay for many types of claims that the E&O does not cover. Notaries have a variety of insurance companies to choose from depending on the state in which they live and their personal insurance needs. So there you have it, guys. This is why you need to read. Reading is fundamental, and you absolutely should be doing it. You should definitely be on the NNA website more often. If you're not a member, it is imperative that you come out here every now and then and just check in. Take a moment and just come to the website and like half a day and just sit down and read everything that you've missed out on, so that you're in the loop when it comes to the things that are important about your business. This one is one that I know a lot of people don't know. I have $100,000 in E&O, and I didn't know this part either. I now have to, I'm going to go get, I don't have to, but I'm going to go get signing agent insurance, just because it's the prudent thing to do for my business. Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of different opinions on this, well, you have to be a notary to be a signing agent in the first place, so then that should cover you. But a notary act is a notary act. Is a notary act is a notary act, and we all know what those are. And when you're a signing agent, you're not. Think about the Patriot Act. When you're filling that out, you're a signing agent. I know some people like to put notary signing agent, but that is another thing that people disagree about. But it's you being a notary, but you're taking on tasks that are not notarial duties. So just think about that. That's today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to follow me, and make sure that you hit that bell so that you get all the upcoming videos that I have. I'm about to make 3 or 4 of them right now. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about today's video. Let me know if you think you're going to go out and get a signing agent insurance policy, or if the charges are just adding up at this point and you're just overwhelmed with little things that you have to pay for, and you're not really seeing the benefit behind that. So leave your comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good night.